Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So good to be here. So this week again, we are going to be looking at the market. Like I always say on this channel, one of the best way to be a good trader is to always take time out to look at the market, especially on weekends. I think one of the gifts that we have as traders is that, especially as a forex trader, probably trade stock as well. The weekends are off, so you can look at your mistakes. You can look at some of your error. You can look at what are the things that you have done right that you need to continue to do. Some of the errors that you have committed probably during the week that you might, try to correct them, right? We all do errors, no matter how long we have been trading. All of us do it, even myself. So anyway, having said that, I want us to, kick off with the extra like we normally do. So we saw the dollar, the dollar has bounced off, since September, and we've been pushing to the upside. Although we've not broken out from this range. Let me remove this trend line. We have not really broken out from this string structure, this one right here. After we see price do this, and then took out this low, created a sweep of this previous low, this particular previous low. And now we pull back. We are on our way up. Actually, on Wednesday, when the FOMC, cut interest rate, I expect price to, I was thinking price will come to this low. But the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, 30 minutes after that reduction in interest rate, which everybody or is already expecting. So he gave a press conference. If you've been following the market, I understand the market that really what normally happens is that 30 minutes speech that he always have, that the Federal Reserve Chairman, where he holds the members of the press is very crucial. So he mentioned that that is not sure they are going to continue reducing interest rate in December. So, because of the U.S. government shutdown, so because they don't have enough data to make decision, so that's why we saw that price, started pushing back to the upside, because everybody was expecting price to actually, that they are going to continue rate reduction by December. So that's why we see the dollar is actually pushing to the upside, right? Meaning the dollar is gaining momentum. If you go to I'm actually on the weekly time frame. However, to the daily time frame, see that since that Wednesday, we have had that push from this range. Price has actually pulled away from this, and we have been on the uptrend since then. All right. So having said that, let's look at reaction on gold. Gold, however, gold has, this is the anticipated pullback that everybody has been waiting for. If you ask me, I also still feel gold is still looking bearish, which is a good one. If you have gold come to this zone, all right. Although on Thursday we saw a bounce off from this range, you see where I highlighted, I already marked out. That was around the 3,800, dollar zone, and then price pushed back a little bit above that $4,000. Price closed at 4,002 dollars. I am still very bullish on gold, but for me, if you ask me, I would love to see gold break this support this week and come to this zone. I mean, this is going to be a very, very sweet spot to buy so that gold can continue the uptrend. The world economy and the geopolitical tension around the world has not changed. So things have not changed really. You look at wars going around the world, there's still tension everywhere. You look at the issue of tariff, the issue of inflation. A lot of stuff are going on around the world that has not really changed, and they don't look like they will change. They will change in the near future. So having said that, I expect good price to keep pushing to the upside. But however, I feel this pullback is a healthy pullback for the gold market. Because we've seen this monstrous move to the upside since if you look at, let's go and look at since when price broke out from here. I think that's since November last year. Price has really been on the uptrend. It's been on a tear since then. You've seen price, really taking off from this zone, all the way, So this pullback is healthy, is good. However, if I see a further pullback to this zone, I will be very, very, very grateful looking for opportunity to buy. However, on the daily time frame, you see that we have formed something that looks like a bullish engulfing. That's on Thursday, and price is still parabolating around that zone. I'm expecting two things going to happen this new week or in the coming weeks going forward. We can either see price come here and break this support and continue to the downside, or we'll see price build momentum around this zone or this support and bounce around there for a little while, and before we see that continuation of that trend. Or however, we can see price take out the support. So I'll be looking forward to that this week. I'll be waiting for, especially, I think I dropped this analysis on our Telegram group yesterday on Saturday. So if you have not joined that Telegram group, it's free. There's a link somewhere, in this video. I'm going to be dropping in the description below. I need you to click on that link and join us for free. We drop consistently every day. Sorry, every week. If I see a very good trading opportunity, like last week, we did over 100 pips on Euro JPY. I think Euro GBP as well. I drop a lot of free signals on that group. If you have not joined us, you are actually leaving a lot of money on the table. So, however, like I've been saying, this support is a crucial where we've seen this bullish engulfing pattern. A candle jumped off from on the daily time frame is a crucial price point to watch this week. So I'll be paying attention to this to see how price will behave around there, before I make my decision. All right, so let's go to the dollar. Sorry, Bitcoin. Bitcoin last week I spoke about the support. If you remember, that is a crucial spot, and we've seen that price has bounced off from here. I'm presently holding a buy position, on one of my crypto accounts on Bitcoin. Right now, I think I took that position around that 108,000. I'm still holding that position. Targeting my first TP should be coming to around 116,000 to see, once I see price around there, I'll start taking profit. If I see a further breakout from here, I might have to my position. All right, from this around 116. But however, the crypto market has not been looking good. But like I mentioned last week, one of the major reasons why I feel we can still see a further up push, even a breakout from around 126,000 uh, into next year, is the fact that, like I mentioned, the economic terrain that surrounds the global financial market has not changed. Inflation, tariff, war, tension around the world. Nothing has changed. As it is as of today. Maybe tomorrow it might change, but right now things are not looking good globally. So having said that, I'm looking forward to where we will see from next year. Actually, we're going to be seeing a lot of quantitative easing. The Federal Reserve announced that from December 1st, they're going to stop their quantitative tightening. What that means is that we're going to be seeing a lot of quantitative easing, meaning that there's going to be more money printing. That means the Federal Reserve will be printing a lot of money. So I'm expecting, if that's going to be happening, you are expecting money to flow into risk asset. People wants to take more risk, because now, if you are printing more money, that means, yeah, there's going to be also be reduction in interest rate. So I also mentioned last week that the Federal Reserve chairman is going to finish his tenure by next year May. So, and the person that the president of the United States has penciled down, I think they have three candidates that is going to occupy that position. Practically all of them are pro pro massive interest rate reduction per people. So meaning that we're going to be seeing them reducing interest rates. We're going to be seeing them printing more money, which is good for risk asset like stocks, like Bitcoin and crypto and what have you. So based on that fundamentals, I'm expecting price to keep pushing forward, for Bitcoin. All right. So let's see if the support is going to hold. Probably this is the last place price will come to this year, or whether we are going to see a further pushback to the downside. So we will be watching. All right. I would say that let's quickly check what the currency has been doing. Pounds USD, pounds, had a very, very terrible. I think it was CPI they released last week. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. I really can't remember. They released a data that, really saw pounds broke out from this support and price has been pushing down to this. So pounds has been very, very weak in the last couple of weeks. So we've been seeing massive sell-off. Going back to the 4-hour time frame, we might see a pullback. Probably we'll see a little pullback and a continuation of this sell-off. So this week, I'll be looking forward to see what pounds will do. For Euro USD, however, Euro USD also has been pulling to the downside. If you go to the weekly time frame, be on the downside since I think since this was in since September, after we top out at 1.19, price has been pulling back massively. And because the dollar has been gaining as well, so we've been seeing that price has been, pushing back to the downside. All right. So I'm gonna look at one more two instrument and then we'll call in. Let's look at the pounds. Let me see what pounds JPY has been doing. I think it's pounds JPY, all right. So I'm holding a position on this as well. There's a buy position I entered there last week. I'm still in that position on pounds yet. However, what actually happened that was uh, upper week, I was expecting price to come back into the zone and cover this gap. I mean, in a long time, I've not seen structure that look like it. Most times when you have price, gap up like this, you expect before the end of the week, you expect that gap to get filled, right? And then price, continue to the upside. However, this in this instance, price has refused to come fill this gap. I mean, price just keep bouncing on from here. So I was waiting. I was expecting price to come fill this gap, but that never happened. So last week when I saw price bounce off from here, I took that buy position. I'm still doing that position. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, see that price actually bounce off nicely from here, and you see that that gap is still there. I've seen this in a long time. It normally happens sometimes. Sometimes it can take weeks before you will see price come back here. Price will, keep pushing, and then come back to fill the zone. But plus or minus, whatever happens, it's certain that price, will always come fill gaps. Gaps are never left like this. One way or the other, price will come there to fill it. It doesn't matter how long. So we have still have that gap there for most of the JPYs. If you look at Euro JPY, we have that same gap as well. Price, just push out from here on Euro JPY. If you are in the Telegram channel, you notice we cut this sell, this one here. We cut this sell up to this point. And then I also mentioned in that Telegram channel after I price bottom here, I told people to take their profit and get out because I know we are going to be seeing some price pulling back to this liquidity area. So going to next week, I'll be watching this Euro JPY closely to see what price we do around the zone. If you are going to continue to the upside, you will see some pullback. If you go to the weekly time frame, see that we have something that looks like a doji forming around this crucial resistance area. So on this candlestick pattern, it's telling you that their weakness, buyers are actually getting weak. So we'll look at what price. If there's no crazy fundamental change in this on this pair in this week that we are going to, we might see price actually pull back from here a little bit before that uptrend continue. Either way, Euro JPY is a bullish currency pair. Any pullback is an opportunity to buy. I've even been, waiting that we have a LD pullback like we have here. You see what price did there? Price, did this pullback, and then we've been on the uptrend. So, but this year, there's a lot of uncertainty going on in the market. We've not really seen that major pullback that most people have been looking forward to for Euro JPY. All right. So lastly, I let me see if we can check NAS NAS 100. I want us to check NAS 100. I mean, the Nasdaq has been tearing all every has been creating all-time high after all-time high, and it doesn't look like it's stopping soon. Still keeps pushing forward. When I saw these reversals a couple of weeks ago, I was so happy. I thought, price will come to this zone, and then so that we can have that buying opportunity. But then price just took off. The following week, and it doesn't look like we are coming down so soon. All right. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, ensure you do so. This video is becoming too long. All right, ensure you do so. Like and share. And also, if you have not joined our Telegram group, also ensure you do so. I'll be dropping the link in the description below. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Have a beautiful trading week.